Well, hey, what's up? It's another beautiful fall day and it's time for another vlog. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about a piece of my life that really gets me excited. One that I cultivated over years of work and I feel really passionate about, and that is working while on the road. That's right, today my family and I are setting out on a little short adventure and I get to show you an important piece of the puzzle that is my life. So come along, I'd like to show you how I travel and work at the same time. All right, so I'll start the story like this. About 10 years ago, I started my freelance career, started selling voiceover services online, and I quickly kind of morphed into a video actor, not big time commercials or anything that significant, just doing small stuff for companies that were going to place it on YouTube or maybe on their website. Started doing small things like that on my phone. Actually started recording with my iPhone. And that quickly grew into a green screen and a camera and a studio and all this equipment. And within a couple years, I had a successful business, but I was absolutely tied to that studio. I had to be at that studio. I had to be ready. If someone ordered or wanted me to do something, it was really hard for me to get away because I might miss a really profitable opportunity. So while it was great, it began to feel like golden handcuffs. And so I sat down with my wife and I said, I want to have a business that I don't need to be in a certain location to run. I don't need to be tied to this studio. I want to travel. I want to do things, and I want to figure out how in the world we make that happen with the business that I've started. So I began the process. This is probably 2 years in, so 8 years ago. I began the process of building a business that I could run no matter where I was. As long as I had a laptop and an internet connection, the business could run, the business could survive. And I started all this in motion without knowing exactly what it would lead us to do, but knowing it would free us up to do a lot more than we were currently able to do with me being chained to a studio.
Tell me lies, oh humor me and tell me lies. Singing baby, let's keep in touch. And baby, let's keep in touch.
Never good when the fire trucks are there on the side of the road. Oh my gosh. Hope everybody's okay. So it wasn't long after that I began to look into different things that I could do with the skill sets that I had, different avenues of working on the same type of business that I had started, and that led me to animation. Rather than being in the videos, I would create the videos, so you didn't need a person on the video. It would get my face out of them, and it would allow me the opportunity to do all of this without a studio, to get out of the studio. And so I spent several years learning how to animate, building a client base for that. And by 2018, I was able to hit the road with my family. We were able to travel for most of the year, and we didn't need any kind of studio. I could take everything I needed with me. And that enabled us to do something that I got very excited about. Now, we started on something much different than this, but this machine behind this door represents a lot of what we'd worked for and what we've built towards in the business, what I wanted to be a freelancer for, so I could hop in something like this and go wherever I wanted. So that is our baby. We call her Brutus, after the mascot of our beloved Brutus the Buckeye. You should know that about our family. We name things after our favorite sports team. She's Brutus, from Brutus the Buckeye. Rosie is Rosie Red, the mascot of the Cincinnati Reds, our baseball team. That's our Ohio State Buckeyes, our football team. But this is what we do all our traveling in, and I'll show you a little bit more about her, but now I gotta go hook the zombie machine up to the back of this thing so I can get home. It like hooks up. There's a connection on the front and it hooks to the back. Now you'll see. Get rid of this. Ta-da! And that's kind of how it goes. It's just this and that, and they hook together, and you can drive off with them. She sings. So here we are after all that work, safe and sound at home. She fits in the driveway. Never put her in this driveway before, but she fits. We're getting ready to go on a little bit of a trip. And like I said, I'm not worried because I can work from the road, and that's the whole point. That's something we've purposefully set up and done. And I'm telling you all this not to say like, hey, cool, look at this RV that I have, knowing that there's been many iterations of this that have gone, before this to get to where we are today, but to say that this is the result of having a plan, having a purpose in the way we work, and designing a business or services around what we wanted to do as a family. And so this is a direct result of good planning and a really solid direct purpose leading to what we want to do. And we had a really great time on that trip. Did some really cool stuff that I've never done. Most of the cool things we do in our travel life are things that I've never done and I experienced for the first time with my kids. We went down to space camp in Alabama. We saw some really cool stuff. We got to do the rocket launch simulator, the G-force simulator, which made me want to puke, but it was an amazing trip. And really the only way I'm able to do stuff like that is because I'm now almost 10 years into a plan and a purpose for this lifestyle. So one thing that I want to focus in on these vlogs is not to show you cool things that I'm doing so that you can say, oh man, look how cool that stuff is, or look at that RV. It's to help you understand that success only finds the people that plan for it. Nobody gets to the Super Bowl and goes, oh wow, this it's a total surprise to me. I never thought I would be here. No, they say, I've dreamt of this moment. I've thought about this. I've planned toward it. I've practiced toward it, sometimes for decades, for years. And even though I'm not a professional athlete, this is what my Super Bowl looks like, that I get to live the life that I've planned to live. And even though there have been lots of bumps in the road, and lots of things that I didn't plan on, and lots of plans gone bad, this is one plan that my wife and I have been purposeful about enough to find some form of success with. And so I would advise you, if I could advise you to do anything, if you listen to these advices that I throw to the interwebs, to find your success, not to look for success, but figure out what success looks like for you in your sense, not the typical sense, like I want to have X, Y, or Z. Think about the lifestyle you want to live. What does success look like for you? Make a plan and then work diligently on that every single day for years. And one day you'll be there. Hopefully you'll get there faster than I did. Hopefully, you'll get there in the right time for you. But I say all of that to say that nothing just happens by accident in life. And if you want to enjoy your life as a freelancer, you have to have a plan to get where you want to go. Otherwise, you'll end up somewhere you didn't want to be. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's one thing I want to share with you that I shared with you a couple weeks ago in the vlog about our house being under construction and kind of being crazy. Something I finished. Finished this stuff all on my own. It's another passion of my life. I love doing handy jobs. I don't love 6-month renovation projects, but I love doing handy jobs. And I finished the front bathroom. We now have plumbing a sink. We now have a toilet. We now have a painted room. It's a blank canvas for my wife to decorate. No mirror up, but we do have new lights. Everything's done. And I get to do fun little projects like that because I have the time and bandwidth to do it now. And so I thought you'd appreciate that the pink toilet, the pink sink are now gone. And we have a nice, clean, fresh white bathroom. We're also getting into the holiday spirit around here. We did our gingerbread house the other day. Me and my boys put that together. Actually, we all started out as a family, and the teenagers dropped out, and me and the little one finished this. So lots of powdered sugar on top and lights everywhere. And there's a lot of dipping the finger in and licking. And before I sign off for this week's vlog, I thought I would bring in a special guest because I know you all are gonna miss her, and I know you haven't seen her in this video yet. So here she is. Come here, up. There's a good girl. Say hi. Okay, she's gone.